live here? Are we live here? We're live here. Alright. Are we live here? I was live there. Are we live? I'm not. Are we live? You know who wasn't there? Bill. Bill wasn't there. I was there. You know who was there? Herbie was there. Derek was there. And the Waz was there. Are we live? What's going on? The Waz was there. For those of you that are wondering where the heck... Good morning, Laura. Good morning, Laura. I need everybody to understand that this channel, this new channel, is live. It's going. We got it going. Woo! Thank you, Michael Allen. Is it Michael Allen? I think it was. There's so many Michaels running around here. We got Michael Allen. We got Michael. I think it's just Michael Allen, actually. I think it's just the one person there. Good morning. Hold on. I think it's just the one person. Is it just the one? Good morning. Morning, nerd. Hold on, everybody. Let me plug the phone back in. We got it working. We're live. We're live. I don't want to go live on two things at the same time. We already have issues as it is. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to go live at the same... You know what I mean? But if you ask Herbie, if you ask the Waz, and if you ask... I think kind of what I want to do is the new channel at T with B at TEA underscore with WITH underscore B, just the letter B, is live. I think, I don't know what I want to do with that. We can't do a duel because I don't want to risk. Alright, I don't want to. We're already where it is. You know what I mean? Like it's not even a safety net. You know? Now I know what happens when we have to create like an all new channel. Now I know it's not that big of a deal. We just need 50 subscribers, go online, hit the little button, and then wait for the app to tell you, yeah, you're set. You know, for like a day or two. You gotta wait. Alright, killer, no problem. It's super. It's not easy, it's dumb. You gotta worry about it. You know? But now I got my channel set. Now we can set up a new channel if we need to. You know? We're good. We're good. Good morning, everybody. I'm glad we're all here. That was a lot of stress. I'm not gonna lie. That was a lot of stress. I didn't know. A lot of stress. Good morning. Thank you to Michael. So, good. Let's say good morning. I didn't even say good morning to my friends yet. Or to you guys. I'm kidding. Hold on. Let me go grab something to drink here. Wet my palate. Let's get our good mornings going on. Good morning. Good morning, good morning. Good morning, Sue. If I haven't said good morning to you yet, say good morning to me. How about that? And then we'll say good morning. I don't know, because then like everybody will be like going after it. Good morning to everybody. Good morning, SSW. Good morning, Mark Zamaron. Good morning, Sue. Good morning, Nerd Nature. Good morning, Nerd Nature. Happy spring, everybody. Good morning, Derek Anderson. Bill D. Catzilla. Good morning. Glad you guys are here. I don't know about you guys. But when it's cold in the mornings, and Nerd talks about it being spring. When it's cold in the morning, sorry about the camera movement here. I like to warm my hands up by placing them over a nice March Madness bracket. as you can probably tell from St. John's being in the finals, they didn't win, I picked Duke, but from St. John's being in the finals, this entire area, full on fire. Oh, you can warm your hands up on St. John's. Oh, you can warm your hands just... Now I got my own little hand warmer right here. My bracket's on fire. I don't know about yours. Okay, you could keep your hands... Oh, it's almost a little too hot there. I can't even, warm your hand up on your bracket if it's too cold in the morning. That thing's on fire. At near the end of day one, I had the perfect bracket roaming around somewhere. Near the end of day one. And then Clemson lost to McNeese. I was like, well, that's not good. And then New Mexico beat Marquette. Oh, that's not good. And then Colorado State decided to show up against Memphis. Well, that's no bueno, Surrey. And then, as Wesley Snipes says, never bet on Mizzou. Okay? Drake. Nice job, Drake. Alright? And then Baylor and Mississippi State. I don't know. I should have picked Baylor because they had a good year a couple years ago, and I was like, I don't really know too much about... You know what I did this year? You know what I did last year? Last year, I went through the ESPN app, and I did the research, I did all that. Like, that was on a good roll. That was on a really good roll. Oh, yeah, that was really nice. All right, yeah. And then, I made my picks, and I got torched. Just wrecked. All right. So, this year, I went through and I was like, you know what? Less is more. I don't even need to do... I know some of the schools. Maybe I'll look up a winning streak or two. Not a big deal. How are they still ranked? I banking it off of, my knowledge of the season. I'm not a big college basketball person. Well, I like sports, okay? I'll bet on ping pong, okay? If it pings and it pongs, I'm there, okay? You give me a ping and a pong, and I'm like, that's athletic to me, okay? Anything with a ping and a pong and a paddle, alright? And I'm like, 3 P's, and I'm there, alright? I'm just saying, alright? You give me, except for pickleball. I won't bet on pickleball, alright? That's just, it's like accidental tennis. That's all pickleball. Okay, so I made my picks based on just kind of maybe I know what I'm doing. I don't know. Anyhow, this side of the whole bracket, this side, fire. Over here, and then we've got, so my final four, other than St. John's, are still intact. Auburn, Duke, and Houston. And they're St. John's. I had St. John's going against UConn. UConn lost. UConn got beat by Florida. Thankfully, I have Florida losing to Maryland. Maryland! Even though Maryland was considered the number one after the first round. All the prognosticators are like, dude, the best school of the whole tournament's Maryland. Maryland. Who did Maryland play for them to be considered? They played Grand Canyon. A 4 versus a 13 Maryland goes up against Grand Canyon, dominates. From the get-go, dominates. Not even Duke got to talk about their win over, who did they play? Mount St. Mary's. Not even even Duke dominated the way that Maryland apparently, right? And then Colorado State comes out of nowhere and it's like, hey, you're gonna have to one shining moment against us, and they did. Maryland, good for you, Maryland. Okay, my pick to win it all now. Don't don't look away from Arkansas too much. Arkansas, where the hell did they come from? John Calipari. I picked Arkansas versus Kansas. I picked them over Kansas because I realized I know Kansas was having injury issues, and I just don't like Kansas. Yeah, I'm a Nebraska guy, so I'm gonna be really hesitant to pick Kansas. So I picked Arkansas, right? And I'm like, all right, yeah, Arkansas. And I also used to live in Arkansas. Sweet. You know, like my first college football game was the Arkansas Razorbacks versus, I think it was the Horned Frogs of TCU. I think it might have been Tulsa. But anyhow, so I'll pick Arkansas, no problem. St. John's, no problem. St. John's, what I didn't know is that it was going to be Rick Pitino. I picked St. John's because of Rick Pitino. What I didn't know, because of this whole less is more crap that I went through in my brain. I didn't know the head coach of Arkansas is John Calipari. Now, if you know about NCAA basketball, you know that John Calipari is really freaking good. I don't think Calipari knows anything about basketball, but he can sell it better than you can. You know, better than anybody else. Alright? Like, I think he knows how to get these things. I don't know. And yeah, I watched him at the game, during the game. He's wearing a super sleek, like, low-key suit with the Arkansas colors in it. Oh, sexy suit. Calipari. If I'd known, I would have picked Calipari. Because that dude will sneak oil anybody past anybody good. Alright? Calipari. So, I watch for Arkansas to win the whole thing. On fire. Completely on fire. I have no idea what I'm doing on there, apparently. Does anybody? Pops and I usually have a $1,000 bet on who does better. On who does better with the brackets. And I haven't seen Pops' bracket, but he didn't pick St. John's to win all the way into the finals. The sadness about for Creighton, I didn't know Omaha was in the tournament. Like, Omaha! Alright, Omaha! What are they, 15? Versus Alabama? Yeah, go on! They were up 7-0. And then they got beat by, I think, like 35 points. So now Omaha can go home and be like, remember that one time when we were up 7-0 on, I think it was Alabama. I don't know, I threw my bracket over there. One shining moment. 7-0. Screenshot. The 7-0. Like, what's ever done? So, that's my rant. That's my NCAA March Madness rant. I didn't even what is this? Tropic of Neptune. I'm newish to the channel. Someone said, where's Pops? Good morning, Sandman. Mondays are usually they are. They're kind of like, that's a day that Pops doesn't win. He's over there. And so I'm here. And so the show on Mondays, way different. Vastly different. Incredibly different. kind of the same, but wildly different than Tuesday through Thursday, Friday. Kind of the same though. Genius, birds of a feather flock together, kind of, but way different. Brian says night and day, but it's still the same. It's still the same sun, moon, and Earth. So, but yes, absolutely, still night and day, still the same sun, moon, and Earth. So, good morning, friends. Let me clean my glasses real quick here. I hope you guys are having a great Monday. I love talking with you guys. So that's what's going on for today for the new guy Tropic. Also, the term guy. Let's get to that real quick. The term guy, asexual. Did you know? Anyone that's like, oh, I called me a guy. Yeah, you're a weirdo. Guy was a term that came from Guy Fawkes. Guy Fawkes tried to blow up Parliament. London, Parliament. Their White House, if you will. Tried to blow up Parliament. He wore that funny looking mask that you see from V for Vendetta. And so anybody back in that day after that wore a funny looking mask or was dressed weirdly or was considered weird or a weirdo or kind of like, hey, if you see something, say something. If you're the guy that someone says something about, you're a guy. If you're the girl that someone says something about, you're a guy. So, that's kind of like where one of your first historical examples is see something, say something. Anybody that wore a mask like that, you probably reported them. So, if I call you a guy is pretty asexual. Alright. Hey guy, right? It's Brian says that's my guy. It's Bro says everyone's dude in my book. Nerd Nature says that's funny. Good morning, Sandby. Sandby? I called you Sandby. Buddy? What's up, buddy? Alright, so I got, I've got Guy. I like Pal. Hey, Pal. What's going on, Pal? But it's a little dismissive. A little bit. I call Ruff, my dog, I call him Bub. And anybody that's like a Bub. I love Wolverine for that one. I stole that one from Wolverine. What's up, Bub? Like I've always, like from a kid on up, it's been, what's up, Bub? But yeah, I like Guy and Dude. I really like Dude. Nerd Nature says. Well, okay, Brian. I don't know. It's some of the funny, like, mythologized. Let's look up. Another reason why I don't want to, like, live stream on my phone is I can't look up anything at the same time. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I had to... So, let's talk about that real quick after I look up the word dude. Let's look up the word dude real quick. Dude, according to the AI real quick answer of... All I put in was dude, and I think AI was like, oh, you want to know what dude means? So, I talked to Pops the other day about how amazing research, and it's so much easier with AI, that it almost makes me okay with being a part of like, being subservient to the AI overlords. Almost. Well, anyhow, dude is a casual, informal term of address, often used as a greeting or to refer to a person, particularly a male, in a friendly or familiar way. Here's a more detailed breakdown. Origin and evolution. The word dude has a somewhat complex history, evolving from its origins as a term for a man overly concerned with fashion and appearance, a dandy, if you will, to its current usage as a general term of address. Oh, look at Mr. Dude over here wearing his chaps. Oh, look at Mr. Dude over here wearing his sombrero. Oh, look at Mr. Dude over here with his neat little belt buckle. Oh, Mr. Dude with a new horse. Oh, I don't know. Okay. Today, dude is commonly used as a synonym for guy or fellow. Usage, it's often used in informal settings and between friends. We're all friends, dude. It can be used as a greeting, hey dude, or to address someone directly, what's up dude? While often associated with male interactions, it's increasingly used across genders in informal contexts. It would have to be pretty informal for it to be across genders. Because if I was formally referring to you as a male dude and you weren't a male, I would then have to just refer to you as dude, informally, without context, or else I'm a jerk. Cultural significance, dude, has become a recognizable part of American slang and pop culture, appearing in movies, TV shows, and everyday conversations. Examples, hey dude, what are you up to tonight? That's a cool shirt, dude. Some dude just asked me if I knew you. Dude. Alright. See, like, if I was streaming, I wouldn't be able to do that. I'm just saying, dude, do that, dude. Do that. Alright, folks. Let's take another moment to ourselves. It's just exhale. Inhale. March Madness. Burns the lungs a little lightheaded, a little toxic, a little caustic. Exhale. Inhale. Hope and gratitude and peace and community. And snort it even a little bit. Snock a little. You know? What is the term for that, by the way? Is it snorking? What's that called? What is that? Is there a term for that? What is that? Is it snorking? Snocking? I like snocking. What the hell is that? A snark? What is that? What's that? What is that called? I don't even know what that's called. The snorts. Mary, come on, it's not. That's great. Morning, Kim, by the way. Good morning. Good morning. Morning, Paige, right? It's called recycling, cleaning. That's gross. That's really gross. That's really gross. Oh man. It's way too gross. I've had way too many reasons to do that. And that's all coming to me in my brain. And all the memories and all the letters that I've had running around in my sinus cavities. Sinus cavities. Sinai cavities. Oh man. Ugh, that's gross. Herbie, don't say it out loud. You just don't say that stuff out loud. Don't be a bad person. You won't have bad memories, okay? For those of you that don't know what I'm talking about, good. Okay, good. You're a good person. You haven't had that moment, okay? For those of you that are like, what is he? Is he like just really sick? Yeah. Alright? For those of you that don't know what the drip means, good. You're a good person. Alright? Herbie, on the other hand, I wouldn't. He's a bad influence. Okay? Bad influence. Ugh. Good morning, friends. Let's clear the alternator real quick. And let's try and... Ugh. Man. Ugh. Got me all grooved out. Ugh. Okay. Let's do this. Let's dibble dabble and we'll get to the book. I love you guys. It's been a good Monday. I'm glad you guys have been here. I look forward to this every Monday, every week. So let's do this. And alright. So I bought a new pen, a new battery, and I've had this kind of battery before. It's not. If you smoke it right, it's a good battery. Like if you smoke it the way that I do sometimes, like I'll make it all dirty and me and batteries don't have a good time. Also, not a good. I don't know. That was Dibble. It's got power setting where you can go up to 3. So I was at 1 there. So let's go up to 3 for our double. Dibble dabble. That was a dabble. So now it's double. Alright. Whoop. I don't always get destroyed, but I do. And I love that you guys are here. Alright, so before we get to the book, about the channel, at T with B, at TEA _ with _ B. With that channel, what should it be? Should I read? Should I read books? Do you guys want like a once a week book reading? Do you guys? Because I kind of like reading books, but I kind of where like You know, you hang out, you're like, hey, let's listen to this guy read. I can do a break the radio. I can do like a once a week break the radio. Oh, it's gonna sound, that's gonna suck ass. Well, you know, someone says once a week. Ah, Bill D says the Rough Report. I love that, Bill D. The Rough Report. Oh, I love that, Bill D. In the Bucky outfit, even. Oh, I love that, Bill D. Call it the Rough Report. That's really funny, and I love it. All right, let me think about it. We got the show going. All right, you saw it. For those of you who heard me, Waz, Derek, thank you for showing up. Sue, you'll get there. I know. We'll catch each other on there. You know, but you know, I love it. The Rough Report. Max says, and we all loved it. That's great. For your Euro teacher, you used to read a bit of Where the Red Fern Grows every time. Dude, the reason why I love reading is because in school, from 3rd grade, Mr. Johnson. Yeah, I'm gonna say Mr. Johnson. And in 4th grade, I can't remember. I know his first name was Jack, and I can't remember his last name. Mr. Jack. Mr. Johnson read out loud to all of us the book Rolling Thunder, Hear My Cry. Beautiful book. 3rd graders. We're in Arkansas, and he's reading us Rolling Thunder, Hear My Cry. If you know the book, it's a great book. If you don't know the book, you should know the book. Great book. And in 4th grade, when I moved to Nebraska, I asked the teacher, Mr. Jack, if it would be cool if I could read out loud. And he goes, yeah, what book? And I go, Rolling Thunder, Hear My Cry. He's like, yeah, absolutely, no problem. And so I read out loud to the class every day during reading time for as long as it took to read that book. Rolling Thunder, Hear My Cry. So I'm from a natural, I grew up, I guess. I don't know if it's natural. But I have like a little bit of a history of reading books out loud, you know, and trying to like entertain people like that. So I love reading books, and having books being read. I did kind of like a little date with a girlfriend one time where all we did was read at each other. You know, we read Stephen King book, short stories to each other for a little while there. So I love reading. So, anyhow, all right. So there'll be a reading channel. It'll be a backup oh shit channel. Excuse my language. You know, for if anything happens here, you know, channel. You know, until we figure things out. So we'll figure it out. And what I kind of like doing is before every time I want to host here, I'll do like a 5-minute like you know, getting ready little, you know, live feed for every time I host. So I kind of like that little bit. It's kind of cute and funny for me. You know, kind of like a little bit of an exclusive. You know, like if you're paying attention. You know, kind of a thing. So anyhow, the Rough Report though, Bill D. That's hilarious. I might take that from you. I might take that, and I'm not going to tell anybody it was your idea. Eventually, I'm going to, for like the first maybe week, I'll tell people it was your idea, and then after that, okay? After that, it'll be on video, like, it'll be on camera. You can, like, go back and be like, you can point at it and go, Brock said it was my idea back then, you know? So, legally, it'll be your idea. We'll have the evidence, obviously. You said the Rough Report first. Okay? So, like, if you want to bring lawyers into it, then that's up to you. We'll have the evidence. You win. But it's just letting you know, Bill. Alright? That's just who I am. I'm just telling you who I am. Alright, guy? I just need you to know. Okay? I just need you to know. Um. Uh. We started off. We ended last time with getting into Niccolo Machiavelli, and I tell you what, what a jerk. We don't need to go any further into Niccolo Machiavelli. We don't need to learn more about how to lie, cheat, and steal in front of people and make them like it. We don't need to learn about that. Mostly, what we need to know is that the lying, cheating, and stealing going on in front of everybody. You know. So anyhow, if you want to be a good ruler, don't do anything that Machiavelli suggests. Is what I'm saying. All right. The ends don't justify the means. Is what I'm saying. Good morning, Streety. Good morning, Streety. Just in time. Just in time. So let's move on to the next section. Rationality and Enlightenment. We'll read the little intro to Rationality and Enlightenment, and then we'll get to the next, first official section of this. We've been reading for the last 7 years the book, the politics book, Big Ideas Simply Explained. We had read the philosophy book. That took us 13 and a half years. So 7 years in, Rationality and Enlightenment. Let's go after it, folks. Let's do this. Thanks for paying attention. Remember, if you're getting political while we're learning about politics, you don't know enough. We're learning. We're not knowing. We want to know more. But we can't know until we learn. We can't be until we know what it is we're being. Otherwise, we've just been. Yeah, alright. The roots of most that sounded a little, that's good. The roots of most modern Western political thought can be traced back to scholarship in the Age of Reason, which followed the Middle Ages in Europe. The invention of the printing press, the rise of nation states, and the discovery of the Americas were some of the factors that influenced the transition from the Middle Ages to the Age of Reason. The questioning of religious orthodoxy, prompted in 1517 by Martin Luther's 95 Theses, religious orthodoxy, the church looming over you, everything you do, all the rules written by the clergy, religious orthodoxy, led to the Protestant Reformation and later the Catholic Counter-Reformation. We got a lot going on. Overlapping spheres of authority and governance in Europe led to fierce battles between and within civil and religious groups. In the absence of religious doctrine, people needed a new way to organize and legitimize political order. Two concepts became fundamental: the divine right of kings to rule, granted by God, and natural law, which analyzed human behavior to arrive at valid moral principles. Both concepts were used to argue for an absolutist state. In France, Jean Baudin, or Baudin, Bodin. I don't know how it's pronounced. Baudin. In France, Jean Baudin argued in favor of a strong central power with absolute sovereignty to avoid the factional strife that followed the decline of papal authority in Europe. If we just make it clear and we don't stray from it. He agreed, or Thomas Hobbes wrote during a time of bloody civil war in England. He agreed with Baudin on the need for strong sovereign, but not on the divine right of kings. No, we need a strong guy, absolutely, but Baudin's work was often used to legitimize. For Hobbes, the power to rule was granted not by God, but via a social contract with the ruled. No, the best of us should rule us. The best ideas of us should rule us. The best, whatever it is, whatever we all need the best of should rule. That's Hobbes. That the power to govern is granted by the people via an implicit or explicit contract. And that rulers can legitimately be removed from power if they break the contract. And is still central to modern understandings of political systems. Further key insights were offered by Johannes Althusius, who saw politics as the art of uniting people in associations to ensure peace and prosperity, and Montesquieu, who emphasized that government should be based on a principle of the separation of legislative and executive powers. All such thinkers spoke against a strong, centralized state. Theologians such as Francisco de Vitoria, I rolled the R there a little bit there, and Francisco Suarez, both part of the School of Salamanca, began to interpret the Bible using arguments based on rationality. This led to de Vitoria to criticize the colonial conquests being made at the time in the name of the church. Christopher Columbus trying to claim the new lands in the name of Spain and the church. Knock it off! Suarez distinguished between man-made laws, natural laws, and divine guidance. He argued against the divine right of kings as a misguided merging of these three sources of laws. Later scholars of the period would base their analysis not on theology, but on pure reason. These are closer to so-called Enlightenment ideals. Immanuel Kant, K-A-N-T, Kant, Immanuel Kant, coined the term Enlightenment in 1784 to describe the capacity and freedom to use one's own intelligence without the guidance of others. While scholars such as Baudin and Hobbes had focused on political stability and used the concept of natural law to argue for absolutism, Enlightenment writers used natural law as a cornerstone in liberal theories and international law, asserting that humans had rights that trumped man-made laws. Are you saying the same thing? You just don't want to give God the credit? Not that I want to give God the credit either, but Sometimes just like you're just saying the same thing that the book said, but you want to say it your way. So oh my God! All right, Hugo Grotius, G-R-O Grotius. What a name, Hugo Grotius. Considered the father of international law. Okay, hold on. I didn't know this. Hugo Grotius, Grotius, the father of international law, placed liberty and rights firmly in the possession of individuals, as opposed to thinking of them as qualities bestowed by God. This idea was key to the development of liberalism, because if God gives you those qualities, and then someone defines what God is or isn't, then your God couldn't have given you those qualities, and therefore you don't believe in a rational set of qualities, and you must believe in my God to believe in the right set of qualities. Like, so dumb. If you take God out of the equation, now you've got qualities. Now we've got qualities, only qualities. This idea was key to the development of liberalism and to the conceptual separation of rights and duties in legal matters. If you take God out of the equation and all we have are humans to do all this shit, let's make sure the humans get it done. John Locke further championed individual rights and freedom. He argued that the purpose of government and law was to preserve and enlarge human freedom. Like Hobbes, he believed in the social contract, but his more optimistic view of human nature led him to the conclusion that government should be limited and protective, not absolute. The American Enlightenment, snorkel, not only shaped the Declaration of Independence, but was also closely linked to the ideals of the French Revolution of 1789, which is often seen as the culmination of the European Enlightenment. Ben Franklin was a central figure in this period. Once we got our independence, we sent Ben over to France, and he hung out in France for the rest of it all, and he helped the French figure it all out. Ben was kind of a neat figure if you look up Ben Franklin. Anyhow, Ben Franklin was a central figure in this period, and his views on entrepreneurialism, making money as a civic virtue, were highly influential for the development of capitalism, not entrepreneurially, making your own stuff, selling your own, small businesses. Okay. Human rights, freedom, checks and balances, international law, representative democracy, and reason are all modern concepts that were first truly explored by the thinkers of this age. We got a lot to get through here. Holy crap! Alright, first section. In the beginning, everything was common to all. Francisco de Vitoria. Can you roll the R? Is it one R and you roll it? Or is it the 2R and you're like, I don't know. Francisco de Vitoria was central among the group of theologians at the University of Salamanca, Spain, who founded the School of Salamanca in the early 16th century. They revolutionized the concept of natural law by emphasizing individual liberty, rights, and equality. With the discovery of the New World and the decline of papal authority, European states were competing to colonize as much of the newly conquered land as possible. The School of Salamanca was the first and the most potent intellectual force to criticize these actions. Right? Hey, what are you colonizing? Hey, knock it off with the conquering people. Hold on. We don't even know who they are. Hold on. Vittoria believed that the origin of law emanated from nature itself. Given that all humans are born from and share the same nature, he argued that all had equal rights to life and liberty. Vittoria's principle of natural law and the universality of rights ran counter to the dominant view of the church and the European colonial powers. Oh boy, didn't they? The infidels, the savages, the foreigners, the aliens. Boy, howdy, don't they still sometimes, you know what I mean? Flowing from Christian dogma, the dominant morality held that it was legitimate to conquer and rule the indigenous Americas. Vittoria regarded the conquest as illegitimate, based on the logic that in the beginning everything was common to all. If unbelievers were not necessarily evil, and Christians could conduct evil acts, it was not logical to consider Christians to have rights over unbelievers. Just because you believe in God doesn't mean you're chosen by God. This view also undermined the divine rights of kings to rule. It led to many disagreements between Vittoria and Charles V, King of Spain, and the Holy Roman Emperor. But the king nevertheless still went to Vittoria for counsel. Look, I know you don't like me, but you're pretty smart. What do you think? Wow. Someone that's always trying to undermine me, but has the best ideas on how to rule people. Oh, that would suck to be the king at that time. Vittoria's principle of natural law and the rights of people also related to his scholarship on the theory of just war. The moral and religious justifications for war were fiercely debated at the time of the conquest of the New World. The central issue was how the teachings of Christ could be reconciled with political realities. Drawing from the works of Thomas Aquinas, who distinguished between just cause and just conduct of war, the School of Salamanca further developed this body of thought. Vittoria did not accept religious arguments as justifications for war. War was not justified simply because people were unbelievers or because they refused conversion. Belief could not be forced. It was an act of free will bestowed by God. Vittoria not only separated issues of justice and morality from religion, but also laid the foundation for future scholarship on international law and human rights. The doctrine that warring states have responsibilities and that non-combatants have rights enshrined in the Hague and Geneva Conventions can be traced back to his teachings. Today, De Vittoria's doctrine is still quoted when discussing the rights of indigenous people in international law. Wow. What right do you have to tell people someone doesn't have rights that they keep telling, that they told themselves that they had? No, they said they had that right already. What do you mean they have the right? Of course they have the right to vote. They're voting, aren't they? Of course they have the right, to liberty. They're free, aren't they? Of course they have that right. They're doing it, aren't they? That's Vittoria. Francesco Di Vittoria. Alright. That's a lot of fun. That's good. It's been a good day, folks. It's been a good day. We got the new channel going. I'll figure out the schedule for, maybe we'll leave for breaking radio for here. But we'll figure out a schedule for the new channel before each time I want to host here. So, I really did, we kind of, that's where we're at. That's all I got for today. It's kind of a short show. I didn't mean it to be a little kind of a shorter show today. But that's kind of where we're at. I think it's just kind of like, maybe when I scroll out, I know some people are going to be like, minute 1 or hour and 1. It's like, oh, wait, where is it? Well, thank you guys. Let's scroll out at it. Scroll everybody out, and let's go home. Let's go home. Start the week off strong. Go home. Remember, it's at TEA _ with _ B. Alright, I don't like doing dual live streaming because I don't want to wreck it. I also use my phone during the, you know what I'm saying. So I love you guys. Thanks for, let's do this. Alright. Let's see, nurse, no, we're still here though. We're still here though, nurse. No, it's fine. No, it's okay. No, we're okay, nurse. We're hanging out. Bill says, let's go. 420 says, someone's spitting facts. I don't mean to spit. It's rude to spit. I'm trying not to. Nurse said, nurse just got here. It's all right, nurse. Clean Grow says, it's a Monday. It's a Monday, right? Street Glide says, scrolling. Okay. Lord Divine, I hope everyone has a fabulous day, and you got a meeting at 10, so early is perfect. Get out of here, Laura. Get out of here. Glad you're here, Laura. Glad you're here. We'll do don't worry. We'll do the thing. Nerd Nature, go on get. Yeah, right? Go on get. Bill D, morning, nurse, right? Good morning, nurse. Niffer Mom, everyone have a beautiful day. You too, Niffer. Thank you so much. Jimmy Max, plant over pills. Absolutely. Mr. 420, hit the alternator. I can do that. I can hit the alternator. I can clear the alternator a little bit. No problem. I got the alternator clear now. 1 second. There we go. Little alternator cleaning right there. Corey D, thanks for your time, B. Have a great day. You too, Corey. Thank you. Mother Wolf, it's alright. We all enjoyed the show. I enjoyed you, Mother Wolf. Sandman, love your crew. Have a great day. You too, Sandy. Talk to you soon. Nurse Ratchet, 5280. See, there you go, Nurse. We're here. Have a fantastic Monday, everybody. Much family. You too, Kim. Jesus Christ, see you, Brock. See you too, Jesus Christ. Joe D's woke up late. That's alright, Joe. We're here. We're here, Joe. Sue Littlemeyer, Pat, Paul, pass to everyone. You too, Sue Littlemeyer. Love you. Jimmy Max, Clean Grow with the fist bump. Nerd Nature, love you much, fam. Super Profundo on the early eve of your day. You too. Jesus Christ, catch a bill, mate. Clean Grow, Laura with the hugs. Street Guy, have a great day, everyone. Bill D with the emotes, classic. Have yourself an impeccable day and week. Love the T Crew. Big hugs, B Rock. You too, classic. Jolie Cantor, Nurse with the emotes, Ernst Ratchet, 5280 all day. Glad to see you. Glad you guys are talking and hanging out, and we're having this little moment. Laura with the Cleanie, and the Carnivorous with the good day, and the Niffer with the Jimmy, and the Billy with the have a great day, and the Michael with the Shanti, and the Cleanie with the love piece, and the Bug Grease, and the Derek Anderson with the novel. And I'm kidding, Derek. Thank you, Brock, and everyone, for an awesome Monday morning. Love you all. See you all tomorrow. Have a great day. Don't forget to spay and neuter your pets, and also make a donation to Giving Day on. Okay, alright, Derek. Alright, that's enough for me. SSW, have a far out and exciting day, everyone. Catzilla, have a great day. Brock and T Crew, Jimmy Max with the emotes. Herbie Von Werby, please like and subscribe to everything. To the channel. Jesus Christ, search from a hug. We're getting there, Mr. Phillips. Got another hangout spot. Let's go. 5280 with the Rockin' Monday. Paige with the Have a Great Day. And the King Matt Show and the Jesus and the Sandman and Michael and the Anthony T and the Wallace have a wonderful day. And the Anthony T, good day to all Joe D's and the Mr. 420 and the Nurse Ratchet and the SSW and the Irving and the Bill D and the Minute 2 and the Joe and the... Here we go. Here we go. Remember, we're going to hug it out. We're going to hug it out, all right? I don't know. Laura's in the meeting right now, so let's everybody hug it. Remember, you put your left hand here, you put your right hand here, you put your left hand in. All right, so let's hug her. Let's on the count of 3, let's hug. All right, and let's let Laura feel. All right, we're doing the Laura here. All right, she's got a meeting at 10, so let's I don't know what the meeting's about. You know, it could be about hey, can you put more posters, on like a garage sale meeting? I don't know. On the count of 3, let's hug it out. And, all right, 1, 2. Remember, it's 1, 2, 3, hug, and you know what I mean. Okay, I do it all the time. It's annoying. You know it. 1, 2, 3. Squeeze it. Oh, what the fuck? Oh, wow. Oh, wow. That one's so good. That one. Ooh. You ever shove a rib into place with a hug? That felt good. Like a little. Okay. Love you guys. Love you guys. Be safe. And I'll see you guys soon.